So there's been this elephant in the room, singer Wayne Marshall being conferred with the Order of Distinction at the 2023 National Honors and Awards ceremony. The overwhelming critique by those in and outside the music industry is that Wayne hasn't contributed a body of work so stellar to receive such an honor when compared to others who've paved the way like Bounty Killer, Beenie Man, and so on. So essentially, critics are calling the system rigged, favoring those who mix in the circles of the powers that be and keep it cute for corporate Jamaica. But dare I say, it's not so simple or accurate. So I wanted to flesh it out here. For starters, what the heck is this Order of Distinction, OD, and how do you get it? The OD is conferred to any Jamaican citizen who renders outstanding and important services to Jamaica. There are two types of OD honors. Officer, which is pretty much an entry level, like, hey, we see what you've done, big up yourself, and Commando, which is for the big guns who've really helped to put Jamaica on the map. Marshall was inducted in the rank of officer for his contribution to entertainment, something we'll dissect in a little bit. It's important to note that he didn't get it out of the blue. Every year, a nomination form is publicized and Jamaicans have the authority to fill it out and submit it with the details for who they believe should receive this honor. However, it's this special committee called the Chancery of the Orders of the Societies of Honor in the Office of the Prime Minister that determines the recipients. Again, this is a state-issued award, and the OD is just one of several honors and awards the government issues to outstanding people who have served the country well in one way or another. Alright, boom. Wayne gets it for his contribution to entertainment and the whole dance mashup. Mr. Vegas and others are right for advocating for veterans and waymakers to receive such an honor, but it shouldn't take away from Wayne's eligibility of the honor and his mere awareness of the process to receive it. Ignorance is bliss. You have a lot of people operating in dancehall for many years who are ignorant of how to even receive the OD. They literally believe you get a call from Prime Minister Andrew Holness or his office and someone says, hey, we're going to give you this thing. And that's not how it works. So they sit every year and watch and seriously believe it's politics or fight against that has prevented them from getting such an honor. Now, before the keypad warriors start in the comments, there is political gymnastics everywhere. I'm not going to deny that. But not every situation should be entirely chalked up to that. Do your research and have a solid team who can position you in the seats you wish to occupy. Wayne's wife, Tammy Chin, carries herself as a corporate know-how. The lady has vision. We'll have to give her that. Beyond Tammy, Wayne is surrounded by people who are not only aware that you can nominate someone for the OD, but who will actually do it. Beenie Man and the Bounty Killer are dancehall stalwarts, no doubt, but they've not had the best structure throughout their years, Bounty especially. So who knows if they've been nominated before? And they would have come out and talk and say so. And these are just two names. For everyone else who feels this person should get it or that person should get it, have you nominated them? Again, nomination doesn't guarantee the conferment, but you can't have a horse in the race if you don't even apply. Apply and get rejected, and then we can circle back on Black Road and call out politics and do the things them once we know your work has been of outstanding service to our country. Now on to Wayne receiving the OD for his contribution to entertainment, right? Entertainment is a broad category that includes music, dance, theater, film, literature, social media, and gaming. The only issue I have with the whole situation is Wayne solely attributing his OD status to his musical work, which is hella misguiding to me. Can you independently list 10 Wayne Marshall solo songs? I'll come back to this later. For deeper background, Marshall, whose given name is Wayne Mitchell, was a regular at King Jammy's recording studio in the 90s, but started his recording career later that decade with War 21. He stood out with his ability to sing and DJ and soon became a member of Bounty Killer's musical crew, The Alliance. Marshall was undoubtedly the crew's go-to for catchy melodious choruses depicted on tracks like Sufferer with Bounty Killer and The New Millennium with Vybz Kartel. His solo tracks have impressed across reggae and dancehall, from his 2002 back-to-back stunners, Check Yourself, Overcome, and Party Time, and his continued strides the following year with Hot in the Club and Marshalltown. Other notables in Marshall's catalogue are Astronaut, Me by Myself, Good Love, My Heart, and Swagging WTF with Tifa and Fambo. He's even had some affiliation with the Marley family, releasing his True Colors EP in 2013 on their Ghetto Youth International label. 5 years ago, Marshall experienced a revitalized presence on the music scene thanks to his gospel record, Glory. He even altered his appearance by trimming off his dreadlocks. I did some interviews with Wayne during that time as he was promoting Glory, and he was in a divine yet uncertain space. He knew there was this calling on his life, but he didn't quite know what that was. You had people left and right wondering if he was going to baptize, and him hanging out with the gospel DJ and Pastor Ryan Mark only added to those speculations. His family was also going through this period with him, unsure of what was next for Wayne, which was good on one hand as he'd found this hit record, but he was also transforming in a lot of ways, which was understandably scary. Time passed and the pandemic came in 2020. Wayne's current visibility and popularity are no doubt because of his metamorphosis to content creating, joining Tammy as YouTube vloggers during the pandemic. As someone who's constantly documenting news in dancehall culture, I remember the story of Meet the Mitchells. The channel started out as Tammy Chin Mitchell. Tammy had long been known for these down-to-earth, day-in-my-life videos on Instagram and expanded it to YouTube in the advent of the pandemic when the world was on lockdown. As she captured her life, naturally, Wayne would make some of the shots, but I remember from even then that he seemed uncomfortable with vlogging. He always made it a point of duty to ensure he was recording a song or writing a song whenever the camera panned to him. Visually, he wanted to make it clear that, me I'm an artist, when I do this vlogging thing, that's my wife's thing. But in no time, the channel blew up and they changed the name to Meet the Mitchells. I don't know if it was the additional income or corporate opportunities, but Wayne warmed up to the camera and he started doing everyday things. Since then, they've expanded into a family brand that corporate Jamaica eats up, and their Meet the Mitchells channel has a subscription count of more than 245,000. In retrospect, I believe what God was preparing him for in 2018 with the Glory was this expanded Wayne Marshall, which came through vlogging. The Sing J now has his own show, The Cut, which broadcasts on national TV. It unfolds in a barbershop setting and packs profile interviews injected with current affairs, featuring guests like politicians and musicians. So let's revisit the question I asked earlier. Before you came across this video, or even before this whole furore happened, could you have listed 10 solo Wayne Marshall songs without Google's help? The people running to defend Wayne receiving the OD primarily speak of his role as a content creator and his MTM family brand. They're not speaking of his music. So for Wayne to say the OD is, and I quote, an incredible recognition of my contribution to dancehall/reggae and our beloved nation's music culture, with absolutely no mention of his role as a content creator, which is part of entertainment, the field in which he received the honor, is misguiding. I don't know if he was trying to convince himself or others, but had it not been for the MTM brand, not even his skits on TikTok, but the MTM brand, he perhaps wouldn't have gotten the OD for entertainment. So just acknowledge that too. And that was one of the points I think Mr. Vegas was trying to make, but he didn't quite get there. Wayne eventually clapped back at Vegas using social media, of course, versus a song, which is what we're used to artists doing. But Wayne is a competitive influencer now, so what is a studio? Playful and stinging, but still a missed opportunity to acknowledge the obvious. To have the commercial and financial success and brand elevation he's had through vlogging, only to not acknowledge it feels like a slap in the face of a blessing he clearly needed. The elephant in the room is magnified when you scroll through the comments and see most hailing the MTM brand and Wayne as a content creator, instead of comments praising his musical catalog. There's a part of me that wonders if there's still some unresolved on Wayne's part Maybe he feels a bit conflicted inside, just like when he initially appeared on the channel, Tammy Chin Mitchell, and he wanted people to see that he's an artist, not this vlogging guy. Maybe there's a part of him that feels like, okay, I got this honor. You guys need to see me as an artist, not this vlogging guy. In any case, this situation has made other artists and creatives aware of the nomination process, so I'm sure the entries will increase in the years to come. Going off the past actions of politicians, I also wouldn't be surprised if Bounty and Beenie were magically nominated and awarded next year. But we'll see how that goes. What are your thoughts on Wayne Marshall receiving the OD? Let's keep it respectful in the comments. Until next time, like and subscribe if you dig the vibe, and share this video with your tribe.